Hello and welcome back to a special Valentine's Day episode of The Brew Interviews, the only podcast that has successfully brought sexy back, and then lost it again. I am Robbie, and joining me as always via the internet is my best friend Lauren. It is episode 73, and this week we dive into some not-so-good Valentine's Day stories. So grab some chocolates, a nice bottle of wine, and get ready for a good old-fashioned plowing. This week on The Brew Interviews.
The Brew Interviews, coast to coast, brews, faves, and more with Lauren and Robbie.
So how you been?
Oh, I've been just dandy, Robbie. I really liked that intro.
I tried.
Yeah, I mean, it's Valentine's Day, so...
And we're alone.
Well, yeah,
In
but,
spirit.
I mean, Danny is coming over later.
It's good.
Yeah, we're gonna... Her request for dinner was breakfast burritos, so...
Nice.
I'm gonna make some breakfast burritos. It's gonna be delicious. We're gonna spend the weekend together. I'm gonna go look at an apartment on Monday because I have Monday off, so it's like a kind of nice 3-day weekend, which is great.
In Trashua?
In Trashua, yes.
In Trashua.
Yep.
Not-
Looking to move to Nashua, so if anyone has a cheap apartment that will allow a
garage,
dog, let me
An
know.
Airstream trailer.
Literally
Spare bedroom.
literally anything that I can fit my couch and my
Literally
TV
anything.
and my dog and my cat in. And
Lauren is
preferably
desperate.
my bed. I'll sleep
And
on
the
the
rent
couch
must
if I
be
have
anywhere.
to, but like...
And the rent must be anywhere from $100 to $300 because that's all she can
Actually,
afford.
that would be really nice. No, I can
That'd be
afford a little
amazing.
bit more than that, but like
Yeah.
everywhere is so
$300,
expensive. It's so expensive to like rent an apartment.
Yeah.
It fucking sucks. Like, why is it
Is this a
so
revelation,
expensive?
dude? Oh, God. For $300, you're definitely cooking breakfast and taking a shit in the same area. But I mean, if you're used to that, it's whatever.
If it's $300, you're like 100% living in an old outhouse.
An old outhouse, not even a nice outhouse.
Yeah,
for
like
$300.
it's not even like a working outhouse. Like that's what it is.
My rent here is like $900. And it's basically an outhouse.
Your apartment that you're renting right now is $900.
Yeah, I think a little more.
That
Little-
that
yeah.
same apartment out here is like $1,300.
Oh, I know. It's
It's
absurd. I live in a
absurd.
shithole neighborhood.
It is so
Yeah, but I have to
expensive
deal with
live
crime.
here. God.
Yeah.
Especially if you want to save
Anyway.
to buy a house. God damn it. Hashtag problems. Jesus.
First world problems.
Yeah, whatever. Well, I
There are
was
people
having a
with no
great day,
houses.
Robbie. Thanks.
You brought up your fucking rent. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
you're right. No, I'm
Oh,
having a great time. I'm excited for Valentine's Day. How about you? You got any plans? Got any plans, man?
Do I have any plans? I live out here alone.
Yeah, I guess.
No, there's not much going on.
All right.
I don't know. I've been fine. I took a bunch of days off, so it's been like a mini vacation.
Yeah, you went to Portland?
Back to Portland. Yeah.
Fucking lucky
It's a
bitch.
Wonderful city, minus the hipsters and the homeless people and the hipsters. They're so fucking weird. It's like every time you see one, you're like, that's a weird one, and in a weirder one, you see weirder ones, and it's just, oh,
Wow.
they make some good food though. That's for
Oh,
sure.
God, I love food.
Oh my god, I love food. First world problems again. Is that the other one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the famous Great Notion Brewing again. Probably one of my favorite breweries. Even before I went there,
Yeah, you
they
loved
were
their
one of my
beer. You were
favorites.
just super
They
psyched
were
to
so
go.
good. Exactly. We went to Rogue Brewing.
Oh, no way.
I forgot they were in Portland.
Oh my God. I love
Yeah.
Rogue.
Yeah, they were like one of the first real craft breweries that I gotten into back in the day.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and their beer is great as always, but the tap house, whatever the fuck you want to call it, little left to be desired. I mean, we were there in the middle of the day, but
Was
the
it like
whole
boring
place,
or?
well, it was a little boring, but the whole place smelt like dish soap and dishes. You know, like big industrial dishwashers that
Oh,
smell.
No.
The whole place smelled like that. It was weird, and it changed the flavor of the beer when you were drinking it. It was just unappealing to me,
Yeah, no, thank you.
which is a shame because I love Rogue Brewing,
Mm-hmm.
and I got a shirt. I'm not wearing it, but I got a shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's cool.
wonderful.
We also went
what's
to. I forgot.
All
Oh, I think
right.
I just think it's their logo, small logo in the front and big one in the back.
Oh, cool.
They have some good artwork on there.
Yeah, they
Their
came
stuff,
out with
but,
one. I think it's like a strawberry rhubarb.
Yes, we had it.
Did you? Ooh, how was it?
Yes, it was pretty good.
Yum, I
they
wanna
also have like
try
their
it.
cherry limeade.
Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah.
saw that one also. So.
Oh yeah, it was pretty good. We went to Schilling, the cider
Oh
company.
yeah, Steph said that she liked that one the best.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. It was maybe a little early in the day to, do a bunch of tasters of cider that's 6 to 11% or whatever the fuck it was.
Cider is pretty high.
But there was some great stuff. Some of them were a little shitty. And there was a couple that smelt and tasted like feet.
Oh, gross.
But I think some dry ciders are kind of like that.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of ginger. We had a lot of things with ginger.
I fucking love
when
ginger.
We went to these breweries.
That's like my dream.
I like ginger too, but some of them are just like too much ginger.
Oh, I don't ever think that's a problem. I'm always mad if there isn't enough ginger.
Well, you would have liked this place. And Cascade Brewing.
I don't know if I've ever heard of them.
So I'd heard of Cascade, but I'd never had any of their beers. A lot of their stuff is primarily barrel-aged, almost like a barley wine, but a sour. And
no.
A lot of it is like Belgian style, thick and hearty brews. But their beers were a little left to be desired.
Left more to be desired.
Left field. That's a home run. Checkmate. And so I didn't enjoy their stuff too much, but their food wasn't too bad. We got like a charcuterie board, and
I
basically destroyed it.
Charcuterie boards. I love charcuterie boards. My work is sending me to the UC in San Diego this summer.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited to check out all the breweries out there. Last time I went, the hotel that I stayed in was the same building as Karl Strauss Brewery. And it was fucking delicious. Their charcuterie board was the best, and they have the best sweet potato fries I've ever had in my entire life. Ever, hands down, ever. We went back like 3 times just for the sweet potato fries. But they're like a block over from where I'm staying again this year. Not to locate myself or anything, but
yeah, because you're gonna have so many fans waiting for you outside your hotel.
No, Robbie, it's not the fans, it's the creepers.
That's the fans. So I love charcuterie boards, but the one thing that I always hate about them is that clearly I could eat the entire thing by myself, but I always have to share it.
Well, that's why you just make one for yourself when you're home.
Oh, we ordered one. We're like, we probably should have just gotten one for each of us.
Oh,
just been
always.
And
if there's ever a choice between like sizes, always get the big one. Always get.
There was only one. Oh, bigger is always better.
Well,
they had their own homemade bagel chips and like dipping stuff. Oh, it was so fucking good.
They had their own homemade chip and dip.
Basically, and I love bagel chips. You can't go wrong with it. But
their
chips. Beer is very specific. Like you have to like this kind of stuff. Some of it was aged in wine barrels, and you could definitely tell.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay.
Hermit Thrush does that kind of beer really well. Hermit Thrush does good wine barrel aged beers. But there are some like you got to do it right because otherwise it does not taste good.
And yeah, some of them were pretty rough. They did have an IPA.
You have to have a very specific taste for those. Like they're I don't like them. They're rough for me. You got to do it right.
Their regular Cascade IPA was really good. I enjoyed that.
Yum.
But that at that point we had too many of those wine barrel aged
weirdos.
They
kill your taste buds. And they fuck
just
you
make
up.
You tired.
Like 3 fucking 100%.
Oh yeah, and this is like 2 PM, and I'm like, all right, this is.
Yeah, you're ready for it.
We need to get the fuck out of here.
Jesus.
Yeah. So Cascade was fine. Good environment. You know what I mean?
Good.
But yeah, Great Notion was definitely still the winner.
Oh,
I think Chilling would have been more fun if we had gone at night, but yeah, well, you could have come.
Well,
but you didn't
I would
come.
like to go to Portland, so you're gonna have to come home, and then we're gonna go back out there together.
I'm gonna wait till you book the hotel, and then I'm gonna say I can't go.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm still gonna go. I went to a new brewery also. Well, the brewery's not new, but it's new to me. I went to Martha's Exchange in Nashua. I had our lunch with our friend Allie. It's kind of like an Elm City kind of vibe, but like more classy. I don't know.
What you talking about?
I don't know. Like
Elm City's classy as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know. Just a little bit more upscale, maybe. I don't know. It gave off that vibe. Anyways, so I had lunch with Allie, and their beer was really good. I had one of their IPAs. It was delicious. And
where is this at?
Martha's Exchange.
No, where?
Nashua.
Oh, Nashua. Okay.
Downtown. It's right downtown. I said Nashua to start with.
Who goes to downtown Nashua?
I go to downtown Nashua.
Yeah, you want to get robbed? Is that what you want?
No. That's not downtown. You have to be careful around. I think it's like East Hollis or Amherst or something. I don't know.
Closer you get to the Massachusetts border, it's a lot.
Yeah, basically.
So what are you drinking, Lauren?
Oh, well, this week, Robbie, in lieu of Valentine's Day, not in lieu. That's not
In lieu?
Not in lieu. What's the right word?
In accordance?
In
accordance?
going with our theme of Valentine's Day, I am drinking Electric Love. But
You
this
bitch.
one is, I think, maybe the third or fourth iteration, and it's the peach and apricot Electric Love.
You would drink that in front of me.
Yes, I would.
This is the one you can't send either, right? It does not travel well.
Yeah, these do not travel well because I put one
Yeah.
aside to send to Jordan and it exploded. Like the whole top just
Yeah.
blew off, and I was like, oh no. Got red all over my carpet because it was like the
Time
raspberry
of the
and
month.
blackberry one. No, Jesus.
I don't know what lesbians do.
No, it was
You, like, drag your butts on the
raspberry
ground like dogs, you know, they have
blackberry.
worms.
So it was red. It was like bright red, and it got all over my carpet because it blew up. Ugh. And then the next one was like a orange, like a mandarin orange one. That one was fine.
Yeah, that's I want to try that one.
Yeah, it was not. The first one is definitely the best. This one is the second best. It's really, really good. You definitely get apricot, which is nice because usually that's like not the flavor that comes out the most, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah, well, I feel like if you have things that's like, oh, it's peach and apricot, like you always get like a lot of peach and like not a lot of apricot.
Great Notion actually just came out with one called Apricot,
Mm.
and it is a apricot sour, and that one was pretty tart and rough, but wasn't bad.
Somebody Springdale, which I think is that Jack's Abbey?
Isn't that where Archie's from?
I don't know.
That's Riverdale.
I don't. Sure, they did one that was called like apriculture or something like that. It was an apricot sour, and it was really fucking good. I had it a couple times.
Did you even say where it's from or the percentage or anything yet?
No, you got me distracted. This is a Branch and Blade beer. I've had, I think, all of the other Electric Loves on the podcast also. It is a 5.5% ABV, and it is fucking delicious.
Yeah, I can assume it is.
It's just like drinking a gulp of like really sour peach apricot juice. It's just so good.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. It's really carbony. Like there's a ton of like little teeny
Carbonated?
Carbony. It's carbony. That's an adjective, right?
No.
I think it is.
It is not.
It is now.
It is definitely not.
It's really carbony. Like the little bubbles are like wicked tiny and they just like coat your tongue. You know, like it's like really carbonated.
Yeah.
Carbony.
That's the word you're looking for, dummy.
No, but never mind. It's good.
Yeah, let's not.
It's delicious. What do you drink this
Anyway.
week, Robbie?
I decided to pull out a special beer that I've actually been kind of like holding on to for a while. I got this from my Tavor crate a while back.
Ooh.
It is a blueberry and banana imperial stout.
Ooh.
It is from Hubbard's Cave, and it comes in at 12% alcohol.
Holy shit, someone's getting slammered.
And it kind of combines two of my favorite things, blueberries and bananas, as you know.
Yum.
And it is fucking good. It is so
Is
smooth. It's not as smooth as like a nitro, but it's pretty goddamn close for just a regular imperial stout.
Oh my god, I had a mint chocolate nitro last night, mint chocolate stout on nitro. It was really good at Liquid Therapy.
Well, we're not fucking talking about that.
I know,
We're
I'm
talking
sorry.
about my
I just
fucking
wanted
beer.
to throw that out there because it was pretty
God.
good. I think it would have been better not on nitro, but that's fine.
Blueberry and banana. This is like one of the only blueberry banana beers I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that.
And I know when it came out on Tavor, there was a wait list. Like you had to, you don't just add it to your cart. This one you actually put on a wait list.
Oh shit!
And maybe you'd get one. So I was like, fuck yeah! And luckily I put it in early.
Uh-huh.
I think it was expensive for one can, which kind of sucks because two would have been amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, it's worth it. It's worth it because I've had a Hubbard's Cave before. It was another style of imperial stout.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was though.
I don't either, but I think I remember a picture of it. Right?
Was it like chocolate or cherry? Yeah, I sent you the picture and you didn't know anything about it.
No.
So you just posted like that. But yeah. But Hubbard's Cave, they make great stuff. Great fucking beer.
I love banana beers. Like there's like the banana one that you Like,
Oh, the banana bread.
yeah, the banana bread. I
forgot what it's
fucking love
called.
that
Yeah,
beer.
Yeah, it's okay. While we're on the topic of beer,
Yes,
you know Pliny the Elder, correct?
I do.
You've had it before.
Have you been
Russian River
seeing
Brewing.
it fucking everywhere? Or Pliny the
I've
Younger?
been seeing Pliny the Younger.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, first off, I'm sure this beer is overrated as fuck, but you know everybody kind of like loses their fucking mind
Yep.
when Russian River comes out with some of these things, and they mass produce this beer. By the way, it's not available across the U.S., but it is widely available. There's no shortage. You can find this if you want it, right?
Uh-huh.
All I see are pictures on all the beer Facebook groups is Pliny the Younger, and people trying to resell Pliny the Younger, and people just obsessed with the fucking stupid beer. Now, I went on to My Beer Collectible, which is kind of like eBay black market for beer,
Yeah.
where people can post their stuff. You can do auctions, bid on shit. And right now, it's just chocked full of Pliny the Younger, as one would think. And I just want to go over some of the prices here.
Oh, I'm
like
so
these are
excited.
starting bids. These are starting bids. One here, we have bottle of Pliny the Younger for $150.
$150
$150
for one
Okay.
bottle?
This is 2 bottles, but that's still
Oh my god.
Insane.
How much? All right, well, how much does it retail at the store?
I don't think anywhere near that. I think it's less. It's got to be less than 40. It's got to be.
I would think maybe 20, like max.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean the what is it? The Sierra Nevada Trip to the Woods. That stuff was $20 a
Yeah.
bottle, and that shit's fucking delicious. Okay, I guarantee you they're way better than this shit. We have another one here for $175.
One bottle?
That's 2 bottles.
Two
It's
bottles?
2 bottles.
Oh my god.
One bottle, single bottle here. We have $90. 2 bottles, 120. 2 bottles, 195. 1 bottle, 99. It is fucking insane.
Jesus
And
Christ.
There's no way people are actually spending this kind
They
of money
better
for this
not
fucking
be.
mediocre
It's
beer.
because they can't get it over here and they want it.
But I mean, even people over here, like I'm in the Sacramento Beer Enthusiast group.
Yeah.
Even they're flipping out about it on the group page. It's a closed page, so I think it's a closed page still. But it's all anybody can talk about. So I'll just post a picture of a different beer and I'll just do like hashtag not Pliny. So just to piss people off. But
Do it.
it's like, Christ's sake. People go through these fucking trends and it pisses me off. Because before it was Bell's, the Two-Hearted Ale.
Yeah, I remember that
For
one.
the fish, everybody was freaking out about that. It's like, who gives a shit? And then it's like the founders, like the KBS and the Goose Island bourbon barrel
I never
aged
had any
crap.
of those.
They're so bad. They're not even that good. They're mediocre. This is an amazing fucking stout. This is what should be posted everywhere. Okay, but nobody knows about this because they fucking suck.
Yeah, suck it, bitch.
Even you had Pliny the Elder, and you said it was fine.
No, it was good.
It was fine.
It was good. But
But
like
it's $195 good.
no, absolutely not. Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I think Russian River is really overrated. I really do.
Supply and demand, my friend.
There is plenty of supply.
Yeah, but not over here. That's the thing. People who are
No.
enthusiastic about beer will pay what it takes to get it.
Ugh, I don't think no beer is worth that much.
Well, not
no beer.
not to us.
What's that? Or except that one that was brewed with like the vaginal yeast from
I would absolutely pay $195 for that.
that Eastern Siberian like prison girl. What was her name?
Prison girl, wasn't she a model?
I don't know. Yeah, that's what they all say. And all of
That's what they.
the strip club brochures over there in Eastern Europe. They're like, oh, she's model. She does on her own accord.
Oh no!
We pay her very handsomely. No.
Are you done?
Yes, I will not do any more stereotypical Russian
Thank
stuff.
you.
Her pussy smell like borscht.
All right.
That's a cold beet soup.
I just want to get a beer made with either. I don't know. I just want a beer with. Never mind. I just want a vag beer, Robbie. I just
You
want
just
a
want-
vag beer.
I believe they have it already. It's called White Claw.
That was a good
I
one.
like White Claw.
Cheers.
Do you remember the books as a kid? The scary stories to tell in the dark.
I
It has
didn't read them, but I've listened to a Paranormal Chicks podcast read them to me.
Of course, he did. Well, as someone who actually read them in elementary school,
Yes.
they had creepy art and they were just good horror books.
I don't
as a
like
kid.
scary things.
They made the movie. I don't know if you've seen the previews for the movie, but it is on Amazon right now for like 99 cents to rent. And
Really?
I thought I had to watch it. Yeah, I was like, I have to watch it. I grew up with these books. I need to watch it. And I was so fucking disappointed.
Oh, no.
They basically took what could have been super creepy and super horror, and they just turned it into a teenage rom-com bullshit. Not rom-com, but like a romantic bullshit horror.
Yeah.
Like no gore.
Oh, no.
Bad acting. Like, and I'm like, this is, and it was shot very well. It really was shot very well, but it was just like they dropped the fucking ball.
Damn.
They dropped the fucking ball.
I'm so sorry. That's
The
so
kids in the movie-
disappointing.
I know. And the kids in the movie have definitely never read the books growing up, so
They did not do their homework.
fuck them.
Fuckers.
No, they definitely did not. No.
Wow.
No.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you just still watch it though.
All
Give it
right.
a shot.
On Amazon?
Yeah, I think that's where I got it. It was like it was for that day. It was 99 cents. to rent
99.
it,
I
so-
don't know if I want to spend 99 cents on this.
Yeah,
Well, maybe I will.
99 cents.
That's a lot.
I feel like I've seen you buy a lot
I
of
don't even
useless shit.
that I can get a whole carton of eggs for 99 cents.
Where are you getting a carton of eggs for 99 cents?
Aldi's.
Oh god, they're not chickens. They're just like fucking genetically modified fucking roosters. That just nope.
That's fine.
Don't go to Aldi's.
I love
Don't shop at Aldi's,
I shop at
people.
Aldi's all the time.
Yeah,
I
'cause you're
fucking went to
garbage.
Market Basket today and I got the same amount of things. If I had gotten this amount of things at Aldi's, it would have cost me like maybe $20. I went to fucking Market Basket. It cost me $45. I was like, I'm just getting stuff for fucking like breakfast burritos. What is going on?
I think you're lying.
I am
We
not
should move
lying.
on to the main topic of the night because nobody wants to hear Lauren complain about the price of eggs nowadays.
I wasn't complaining about eggs.
In honor of it being Valentine's Day, Lauren and I decided to scour the internet and share with you some Valentine's Day horror stories that might kind of make you feel better about anything you did this year or maybe didn't do. In some people's cases, me by accident. So, you know,
Dun, dun,
we're just gonna make
dun.
try to make you feel better about maybe your shitty Valentine's Day. We have a bunch of stories. We're just gonna read them, go over them,
Let's do it.
and drink some beer. I guess I'm starting. Is that what that means?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. This one is entitled Broken Nose.
Oh, I read this one.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was a freshman in college and my boyfriend wanted a blowjob. Though I'd done stuff before, I was still learning how to round the bases. A cool older girl offered a lot of advice about oral sex. Pretend his junk is an ice cream cone, she said. Play with his balls, which is good advice.
Wink, wink.
Also, wake him up and then give him a blowjob. He'll love it. I decided to proffer his first blowjob as a gift on Valentine's Day. The night before Valentine's Day, I am so excited that I just lie there awake all night, waiting for him to fall asleep. Waiting for him to stay asleep. Waiting for him to wake up. Finally, as daylight breaks and he is stirring, I go for it. He's hard and gets harder in my mouth.
Oh,
I don't
crap.
like saying that.
When I was reading this one to like read, I was gonna.
I was
just
reading this
skip
one
that
to like
line.
read. Did you say that? He seems to be into it. When all of a sudden he wakes up in shock and, in one lightning fast reflex, sits upright and punches me in the nose really hard. Despite what pornography may suggest, some men do not react well to being woken up to sex. So we go to the campus health center where we spend the day having my nose reset and explaining that it wasn't domestic violence. It gets better. For dinner, he takes me to Taco Bell, where we spend the meal arguing about whether I'm a sexual predator.
I mean, she
To this
kind
day,
of was. She didn't
Yeah, a
have
little
his
bit.
consent.
Yeah, and if a guy did this, he'd be in fucking jail right now. To this day, I get really nervous about initiating morning sex. So I'll sort of stare into his face while rubbing his thigh until I end up in what I am told has become my signature sex move. Hand jobs with weirdly intense eye contact.
What a fun signature
Girl
move
knows
to
what-
have.
They're still together.
Hey, good
They're
for
still
them.
together.
Good for them.
Yeah, that's funny. I don't think I'd punch you in the face if it was a girl at least doing it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yikes. All right. This one
So you can't
is,
relate, Lauren, because
This one is a little less sexual. It's a little
less sexual.
Yeah.
That's not Valentine's Day then.
Well, this is kind of like a really romantic, what was going to be very romantic was ruined. Okay, so this was written from the point of view of the hostess of a restaurant, I believe. There was a note in our reservations that it was an engagement. They wanted champagne, a specific seat, bunch of other stuff. The server comes up to the table and says something like, "So I read we're celebrating an engagement. Congratulations." Confusion from the woman, glaring from the guy. He hadn't proposed yet. She ruined it. He was going to do it there.
Ooh. I can kind of see the confusion possibly if you just wrote a note saying what you want done.
Yeah.
But how do they know you're going to actually propose? Because it does kind of sound like they're celebrating.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They should have wrote proposal in it instead of engagement.
Yeah, and then don't fucking come talk to me, you know?
Yeah.
Or just don't fucking tell them and just order the champagne and shit when you actually get there and make your, I don't know.
Yeah, true.
I think they would have got it all wrong.
You're not wrong.
You can make a reservation without having to tell them it's a proposal.
True. Well, maybe he had set it up a specific way. Like he had to tell. I don't know. I don't know, Robbie. You're right, but it fucking sucks.
It does kind of suck that he spoiled it like that,
Yep.
but I don't know. Maybe they're still together. Probably not.
Well, if she can't handle a proposal getting ruined, they shouldn't be together anyways.
You shouldn't be doing proposals in a public setting anyway.
I agree with that.
I think it adds too much pressure for usually the woman, but in any situation, it just adds too much social pressure.
I just want that to be like intimate,
private.
Like private.
Yeah.
That's a private moment. That's not something to share with people.
When you're in the bedroom and you're doing a little bit of fisting, and then you pull your fist out and there's a ring on your finger, and you go, "Will you marry me?" It's romantic like that.
How did you know that's what... No.
Is that how you're doing it? Sorry, I spoiled it.
Damn it, Robbie.
Sorry. All right. On to my second story. I met a guy singing at a karaoke bar, and he texted me something like, "Let's hang out Friday." And I thought, what a bold move. Valentine's Day, first date? Why not? So I met him at a bar during a snowstorm. Nope, that's English. So I met him at a bar during a snowstorm. It's 12%, leave me alone. So I met him at a bar during a snowstorm and ended up back at his place pretty early, maybe 9 p.m. We walk in and his brother is super stoned on the couch, 3 seasons of Bones DVDs scattered around him having a marathon. Okay, so we go into the kitchen and my date pulls out a bong that is like as tall as I am. I don't smoke that much weed, but we're there, so I smoke it and go get so high that I can't see straight. At which point, he puts on a CD of his own really bad folk acoustic band.
Oh no.
It is so loud and I am so high, and I finally decided let's go to the bedroom just to get away from the music. So we start making out, mostly to kill time, because I am way too high to drive home. Then all of a sudden, he is completely naked.
Oh no.
I am completely clothed.
Oh no.
I basically ignore his nudity, which is easy because it's a pretty limp situation.
Oh no.
He's on top of me when he gazes deep into my stoned eyes and says, "I haven't been able to keep it up since going on antipsychotics after my psychotic break during my LSD trip."
Oh no.
I'm not kidding. I am not kidding, I say. I wonder whether a man like that should smoke so much weed and give his flaccid dick a hand job. There is nothing sadder than a flaccid hand job. It was laborious and mechanical. I listened to Bones the whole time.
Oh no.
Then I lie there for 15 minutes, and though I'm still too high to drive, I pretend I'm fine and go out to my car to sober up alone in the freezing cold, because it's better than the scene inside. I sat there in my car, doing nothing, for half an hour.
I don't blame
He still
her.
sends me Facebook invitations to see his band play.
Oh no.
That's depressing. I feel bad for him a little bit.
I can't even imagine myself in that situation. Oh, I
No.
guess I could, but I don't want to be. Yikes.
I just love how she says, what is it? Nothing is sadder than a flaccid hand job.
Seriously though. Oh no. Nothing against
How would you know?
Well, Robbie, as somebody who doesn't even give hand jobs, that sounds sad to me.
Like sympathy pain.
Yikes.
It was laborious and mechanical.
Oh, no.
I can assume when she says mechanical, she's just like gripping and ripping. She's just
Whipping it around like
helicopter. Helicopter dick. Helicopter dick. To impress a chick, do the helicopter dick.
Oh my god.
You don't know that song?
No, not at all.
Lonely Island Boys? Andy Samberg? No.
No.
Justin Timberlake?
No, I know who
No.
they are, but I don't know that song. I know Jizz to My Pants. That's a Lonely Island, right?
Mother Lover?
It's my
It's a
dick
good one.
in a box.
See, that's like my least favorite one from them.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mother Lover is the best one.
I don't...
I'm a mother lover, you're a mother lover, we should fuck each other's mothers.
Oh, no.
I push in that lady where you came out as a baby. Ain't no doubt that shit is crazy.
Oh.
If you listen to the lyrics,
Oh
it's so
my
fucking
God.
good.
All right,
Yeah.
well, I'll
listen to it without the music video so you can actually hear the lyrics and you're like, wow, that's pretty fucking fucked up. It's funny.
All of their shit is fucked up. All of it.
It's pretty good. All right, Lauren, you're next.
All right. We're going to take this one back to middle school. Okay? When you...
Hopefully there are no flaccid hand
No,
jobs.
there are no flaccid hand jobs involved.
Ugh,
Just
take
that,
that
you
out.
know, that... Did you ever do the carnations? Like, did you ever give carnations and shit when you were in...
I know which story you're talking about, and no, we never did that in ours in Keen.
You
Keen Middle,
didn't?
but I don't think it was carnations. No,
Oh, we did
it might have
them
been like
every
candy,
year.
like heart lollipops or something like that.
Oh, that...
You had a school of like 3 kids. Of course you can fucking afford it.
We had like 400, 500 kids.
Oh,
maybe
fuck
800.
you.
I don't know.
Maybe 800.
No, it definitely
There is not
wasn't that
800
many.
people in that fucking
was not
Podunk
that
town,
many.
Lord.
I don't know. I think we had like 46 kids in our graduating class. Maybe we had...
Yep.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyways.
back to the story.
All right. So, in 6th grade, I had a crush on a girl and I wanted to send her a rose, but I didn't want her to recognize my handwriting. So I paid one of my friends to do it. He went to the desk and turned in the card. Anyone at my lunch table, I should have mentioned this took place at lunch.
Scene, lunch table, middle school. My hormones were raging.
Everyone at my lunch table watched as one of the teachers delivered the card to Lauren. Oh, to me! This did not happen to me. This is not my story.
No, God no.
God no. We continued to watch as she smiled and giggled with her friends. She then jumped up and ran to the desk where they were selling the cards, wrote some stuff down, and then ran back to her table. A few moments later, the teacher got up and walked over to my table. She gave the card to my friend that I had paid to write the note. It was from Lauren. She recognized the handwriting and wanted to go on a date. He got up and went to her table and accepted the offer. Oh no.
I could see that happening to me. That sounds like something that would happen to me when I was a kid.
That absolutely
100%.
sounds like something that would happen to you. And I actually feel really bad because I may have accidentally done this to somebody once. So my friend liked this guy in middle school, right? In like
How long is this
6th
story?
grade. It's not very long. My friend liked this guy in middle school in like 6th grade, and she wanted to send him a rose, but she or carnation, but she didn't. So I was gonna go up and write one out for her. I was like, to Sam, and then I got distracted at the table talking
Name
to
dropping.
someone. Oh, it doesn't matter. Nobody is gonna know who listens to this. So I write his name, get distracted talking to somebody, look back, write my name, hand it in. Don't realize that I do any of this until they're handing out the carnations like later that week. And he gets one from me. And then she was pissed at me for sending one to him. And I was like, oh no, this did not turn out the way that I planned it to at all. Oh,
Dumb.
so Ella, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to do that. I just got distracted.
Okay.
I'm very easily distracted. Don't talk to me when I'm writing, people.
Don't talk to me when I'm doing anything. All right. Next story. When I was in high school, we had singing telegrams every Valentine's Day. Basically, the most popular senior guys going classroom to classroom singing, "Isn't She Lovely?" or "My Girl," and giving roses to the girls. Only the hottest girls got them. Wow, I sounded really New England when I said
Yeah,
that.
you did. Yeah,
I did not. That was weird.
Oh, boy.
Look, booze is coming out. Okay.
All right.
Only the hottest girls got them. You could honestly judge hotness based on roses. Anyway, after enduring this year from 7th to 10th grade, I'd had enough. I was like Jennifer Lopez in the movie Enough. I wanted to get a fucking singing telegram. I decided to buy an anonymous one for myself. I filled out a form and paid $3. But when Valentine's Day came, the singing seniors never came to my AP US History class. So I went up to one of the senior hotties and explained that I wanted my money back because my telegram had not been delivered. Which I knew because I had ordered it to myself. He was either too dumb or too polite to laugh at me outright. But yeah, thinking back, that was pretty embarrassing.
Oh my
That's
God.
funny as fuck.
I know. I read that one also.
Yeah, I don't like. It's one thing to get it for yourself. That's funny, but like to call the guy out for not.
Yeah.
Like, it's $3. It's $3.
I would have been like, well, I'll just live with this one.
It's $3.
But good
worse
for her
than
for getting her
embarrassment.
money back. You know what?
I never
That's
said
called
she got her money back.
That's called self-love. No, he didn't.
Usually those
say
things
he
go to
gave
like
her
charity
her money back.
No, she just asked for it back.
He better have given it back to her.
The money probably went to go. Like, they usually go to like what, school programs.
I don't give a
like
fuck.
So
Give me my $3 back, bitch.
Some special needs kid isn't gonna get a book this year. Fuck them.
Fuck them. Oh no, just kidding.
Lauren agrees with me.
No. It was a reaction.
Yeah, that one's bad, but it's my next one's actually pretty like way more embarrassing. But let's go to yours first.
All right. I promised my boyfriend that I'd try anal with him for the first time on Valentine's Day. We've never been a traditional couple, so it seemed like the least romantic way to celebrate the holiday. Turns out, we didn't really know what we were doing. We needed lube, and we didn't have it. So he grabbed a nearby bottle of water and poured that on me. Water, by the way, is not lube. So I'm just sitting in a soggy puddle of cold sheets while we're trying to get it to work until I finally told him to just give it up. We cooked tacos after, so the night wasn't a total loss. And that was written by Stephanie, age 30. So
Age 30. Yeah, water is definitely not lube.
water is not lube, and it will wash away any lube that your body may have created.
How old was she when she did this? Because I feel like at that age you should know water is not lube.
Well, maybe she does, but he doesn't, because it sounds like he just like reached over and dumped it on her because he was trying to fucking stick it in from
Every
behind.
guy has jerked off in the shower, and it is not useful.
Ouch. That doesn't sound fun.
Yes, that's pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time with anal, okay?
I mean, if it's your thing, it's your thing.
No, it's not your thing, okay?
Why not?
God said.
God does not exist. Oh my God, somebody
Put it-
just left my work this week to become a priest.
Anyway, let's not transition from anal sex to priesthood.
Oh, yeah.
In one episode,
Yeah, you're right.
we'll lose all the demographics.
Whoops.
Okay. My next one. Once upon a time, at a marijuana-fueled liberal arts school, I was a video arts student who had fallen hard for a guy who, after extensive wooing, broke my heart when he abruptly left school to deal with a personal problem. In a terribly misguided attempt to feel closer to him, I booked a reservation at a vegan restaurant where he'd worked and where we had met. I dressed up in red and pink and went on a Valentine's Day date with a full-length mirror. I set up 2 cameras and in a fully booked restaurant surrounded by couples, spent 90 minutes eating a romantic prefix dinner while talking to myself. But the lighting was terrible and the sound was muffled by the crowd, so after enduring this humiliation, I had neither a boyfriend nor footage to show for it.
Oh my God.
But as I was leaving, some kind older gentleman tapped my shoulder and said, "I hope your date knows how lucky he is." So, talk about new low.
Oh no. I wonder if her ex was her waiter.
No. I think they just met at the restaurant.
Oh, it says he worked there.
Did he? Oh, maybe, yeah, I guess he did.
That would be.
But I don't think that has anything to do with the story. But I mean,
fucking funny that would have been if he was her.
what kind of
waiter.
maitre d' lets you in with a full length mirror anyway?
But yeah, also that.
Like that's fucked.
And
that's
set
fucked.
up cameras.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You have to like get permission to
Interesting.
film at a restaurant, a public
That
place.
didn't happen. They made it up.
I mean, you never know. This is at a vegan restaurant. They're fucking weird. So
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong. But like, that's so much stuff to carry into a restaurant. Like, why would you? Like, you have to.
well, I'm sure the camera's in a backpack.
Yeah, but and a full length mirror. No, thank you.
Just the mirror.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. I met this girl on Tinder right before Valentine's Day. We had gone on 2 dates prior, so it seemed like a nice idea to invite her out for dinner on Valentine's Day. To be fair, we didn't really know each other that well. During dinner, she kept disappearing to the bathroom. One time, it took her a really, really long time to come back to the table. I had to pee and had been waiting, so I went up to go. It was a unisex bathroom. I opened one of the stalls to find her making out with another dude, a line of Coke on the toilet paper holder, and I turned around and walked out and left her there with the bill.
Fuck her.
That was Joe, 38.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
fuck
See?
that bitch.
Women aren't perfect.
Wow. I mean, how
Patriarchy.
do you... What kind of life do you live that you just go out on Tinder dates and then do lines of blow in, like, the bathroom?
A cocaine fueled one.
and make out with another guy.
That's what cocaine does to you, Lauren.
Wow. I've never had that experience, so I don't know.
You don't make out with guys when you blow cocaine?
No, definitely not.
Well, do cocaine or blow guys?
No, neither.
Good answer, Lauren.
All right, Robbie, do you have another one for us?
I do.
Wonderful.
I had already made sangria and was planning to make a chicken dish for dinner. In the fridge, the sangria was under the thawing chicken, and, as I would find out later, was dripping into the sangria.
Oh, no.
The sangria that we finished off, because my sangria is that good. Long story short, we both ended up with salmonella poisoning later that night and had to take turns using the bathroom.
Oh, no.
I like to think it brought us closer together. How do you not taste chicken juice in your sangria?
Also, why the fuck would you store chicken above sangria? You always put raw meat on the bottom shelf. Always, 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 always.
I put mine in literally like a mini baking dish.
Yes,
like a
and
metal...
you put it in something else. You don't just put it on the fucking
Yeah.
shelf. What is wrong with this? They deserve
It wasn't
to
just
get
a
food
slab of
poisoning.
chicken. It was like a...
They deserve it. They're
yeah,
stupid.
I think it's just like plastic and...
Wow,
Ugh,
but could you
ugh.
imagine having to share a bathroom when you have salmonella poisoning? No, thank you.
No, yeah, that'd be fucking miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially because you're shitting. Someone's shitting.
Someone's shitting.
Someone
Shit is happening.
Shit is happening.
Shit is happening.
Anyway, Lauren, do you have any more? 'Cause I
Oh,
got one
you
more.
betcha. You betcha. All right. So this is from another perspective of watching somebody else's Valentine's Day be shitty. I was a pastry chef at this big resort in Cape Cod. We got a special order from this guy who was coming in for his anniversary, Valentine's Day. He wanted his dessert to have "Will you marry me" written on it so he could pop the question when he came out. Why are you shaking your head? Because
More
that's
stupid
cute and
proposals.
romantic.
Stupid proposals.
It's not a stupid proposal.
Making your anniversary Valentine's Day to begin with is a stupid idea.
Yes, I agree with that.
Stupid, cheesy, dumb.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Where did I leave off? So okay, come on. He called ahead to the front desk, back to the front and back kitchen. Even came in himself that morning to make sure it was good to go. The whole crew was behind him. We had cooks all night coming in to ask if it had happened yet. I wrote the inscription on the plate and dressed it to the nines with gold leaf and expensive chocolate. I'm taking a picture of the plate just before it's set to go out and notice our head waiter coming in with a weird look on his face. He says plainly, "They don't need it." She broke up with him before the entrees hit the table. Brutal.
God damn.
Ugh.
Why would you wait till you're inside the restaurant to break up with somebody?
Probably because she knew it was coming. He was probably acting like nervous about it, and she was like, "Fuck, he's gonna propose. I have to do it right now."
Or she should have done it earlier if she knew, oh, this isn't working out.
Well, maybe she
Get
wanted
the
a
fuck
free
outta
meal.
there. God, that's like, I think there's a story about that. Like a guy was like kept going on like dinners with a girl, thinking it would turn into like an actual relationship, and she left, like went to the bathroom or something, and he saw her phone light up, and it said under his contact name, it just said free food.
Oh my
So
god!
he just fucking left her with the bill and all that stuff, and it's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I would have just left her with the bill.
Fuck.
Also,
Yeah, fuck those
Fuck
girls.
that
Those are
bitch.
horrible people. Guys get a bad rap sometimes. Girls can be shitty assholes too. I'm sorry.
oh yeah,
People are
shitty.
Yeah, Lauren's especially shitty.
I'm not
All right,
that shitty.
my last story. This one starts off with a banger. First, I got his cum in my eye when I gave him a morning blowjob.
Oh no!
That sounds like her fault. Next, we got drunk. Next, we got drunk on Bloody Marys while he threw himself at the waitress.
What a
Finally,
jerk.
he took me to see a Mel Gibson movie that I did not want to see, but went anyway because I feared if I left his side, he'd go back for that waitress. We ended the night at a sake bar, fighting about the waitress.
Oh my god!
So not a bad, sounds successful.
Sounds like
Little bit
a,
of cum- little bit of
normal
cum in
date
the
night
eye.
out for an unhappy couple.
Yeah, basically. I don't know how people would deal with that kind of shit.
Don't
Not the cum in
don't
the
deal
eye,
with
that's an
that
accident,
shit.
but-
If that's what your relationship is like, fucking communicate about
Yeah.
it and fix it.
Yeah, don't be like Lauren and stay with it for a bunch of time, get married, then have to split assets and all this crazy
Yeah,
shit.
for real.
End it sooner rather than later.
End it before it gets any worse. Or communicate and fix it. You don't have to end it, just communicate. Communication, Robbie. Communication.
speaking of ending things, before we wrap it up here, we're going to rate our beers really quick. I drank Blueberry and Banana Imperial Stout from Hubbard's Cave. It is a 12%. This was awesome. Definitely one of the best stouts I have ever had.
Wow.
It was almost like a nitro, super smooth, not a whole lot of carbonation. You can taste the blueberry, you can taste the banana. Everything comes through. The vanilla, it's amazing beer. 4.25. 4.25.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, Robbie, because that's also the score that I was going to give my beer. 4.25 for the Electric Love Apricot and Peach. Peach and Apricot from Branch of Blade, 5.5% ABV. It is delicious and apricot-y and sour and yum. It's everything I want in a sour. It's so good.
How many do you have left in your fridge?
2. Because I gave one to Steph. And I will keep one until you get home.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, that just about wraps it up for this episode of the Brew Interviews. We hope these horrible Valentine's Day stories made your Valentines a little more tolerable. You can find the Brew Interviews on our Instagram account at The Brew Interviews or on Twitter at Brew Interviews. You can also send us an email at thebrewinterviews@gmail.com or on Facebook under The Brew Interviews. And if you feel so inclined, you can head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/The Brew Interviews and become part of the Brew Interviews family, just like these few people: Hillary, Mitch, Steph, Karen, Danny, and Jess. Thank you very much for supporting the show. Also, be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. It really helps us out. You can also head over to redbubble.com and search The Brew Interviews and check out some of our cool merchandise like our t-shirts, water bottles, stickers, all those sorts of things. For the Brew Interviews?
No, Robbie.
Robbie.
Don't forget,
What?
people can find us on YouTube now.
Oh, you can find some of our episodes on YouTube. We're slowly putting our back catalog of episodes
They
onto
take
there.
for fucking ever to convert. I'm working on
They
it
do.
as best I can.
For the Brew Interviews, I'm Robbie.
And I'm Lauren.
Good night.
Good night. Have fun banging.
My mouse isn't working.
Oh, no.
There it is. Got it.
This has been The Brew Interviews, a podcast about craft beers coast to coast with Lauren and Robbie.
This one is called The Lonely Pegasus. My boyfriend broke up with me because I wouldn't peg him. The end.
That's disgusting.